All right, what is your name?
Trail name's Get Weird.
Awesome, and where are you from?
From Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, and how do you like the Appalachian Trail so far?
Love it so far. It's been such a great time, and I've met so many amazing people.
So being a chick, the million-dollar question, are you scared to be a girl alone in the woods?
Nope.
Yeah.
And I get to wear a skirt, so
Yeah.
I get all the nice breezes.
Cute, cute. Well, the men wear skirts sometimes too.
This is true.
So what's been the most difficult part of the trail for you so far?
So far the only difficult part I've had has been figuring out like getting into town and doing stuff in town. Trail
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
hasn't been a problem to me. It's
And had you backpacked before doing this?
I had mostly weekend stuff though, so
Yeah.
3-4 day trips.
Yeah, nothing like this.
Jump into this, yeah.
But it kind of works out, right? Like, so if you were talking to somebody that was planning their trip, would, like, as far as food drops and like planning things out ahead of time, like, do you think that that's necessary, or does it just kind of like far in advance, or do you think that it just kind of works out, or like what do you?
The one thing I've noticed, if you are used to eating pretty well, it's nice to kind of maybe dehydrate some like real meals with
Yes.
vegetables in them, or figure out how to get vegetables on the trail.
Yes, I would recommend backpackingchef.com for anybody that's wondering about that, but just to throw it in there. But yeah.
Yeah, so that's the one thing, is getting like healthy food.
Yeah.
Mail drops have been a little frustrating to try to like get there on time
exactly.
and get to the post office before it closes, but every once in a while it's nice to have one with the things you know you really like.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And what's been your favorite part?
Favorite part? I don't know. Well, my favorite part so far was getting to the top of Albert Mountain. The sun came out right when I was at the bottom. I got to the top. It was beautiful. The sun was out. I was sending my mom a video of how nice it had gotten. And during my video, it started sleeting.
Oh my gosh!
And then snowing / hailing.
Oh my gosh.
So it was pretty funny.
So epic mile 100.
Yep.
That's awesome. All right, well, thank you very much. All right, so what is your name?
I'm Woodford.
And tell everybody about your story.
Man, my story.
Last Sobo of
Yeah,
2015,
so
pretty much.
I am the
you think?
last Sobo.
Okay.
So I summited Katahdin June 24th,
Okay.
and then I had to get off last November, and I decided to go ahead and just do a calendar through instead of coming back to where I started. So
Which is still a through hike, so
Thank
everybody
you.
knows. Yes.
So I'll be doing. I did Springer to Fontana Dam. I got
Okay.
up for a wedding.
And when did you
then,
start Springer?
March 6th,
Okay.
and then I got off in Fontana Dam March 13th,
Yeah.
14th maybe. I'm not sure which one it was.
And it was cold.
It wasn't so bad. Yeah.
Colder then or now?
Well, Max Patch was cold last
Yeah,
night, so it was colder
Yeah,
last
it was
night.
cold. It was windy
Yeah,
out there. When we were
yeah.
out there yesterday.
Yeah, maybe it was the 14th. I can't remember. I stayed in the village for a few days. It was a nice little relaxation
Yeah.
spot. But yeah, I'm done. And then
How many miles?
What's that?
How many miles?
80. I have 84 miles from here left to do.
Yeah.
So
And you said you got to spend Thanksgiving with your mom, though.
yeah,
She,
she was happy because I spent the last 3 years overseas.
Yeah.
So she was happy.
Yeah.
I did not upset my mother, which was good.
Good. Yes. Or your girlfriend, because you went to the wedding. Right?
Yeah. I played those both right.
Yeah. Perfect. Perfect. And then in May.
May 8th, I have a PCT permit.
Awesome. That is
So-
so cool. And so, do you have a blog or anything like where
No,
you're keeping track of anything?
I started off with a trail journal, and then
Just kind of fell out of it.
I had one of those days where I was sharing every day, and then I had one of those really personal days, and I was like, I'm done.
I don't need to share. Yeah. They don't need
You
to
guys
do
don't
this.
get to read this.
Yeah.
This day was for me, and then I just stopped. So I'm
Yeah.
on Instagram. But
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Instagram, and do you care if you have other followers or whatever?
No.
Okay. What is your Instagram name?
Walkabout more.
Okay. And what's your trail name?
M-O-O-R-E. Woodford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So then folks can find you and.
Yeah,
So
cool.
that's exciting, like a back-to-back. So the Packing It Out guys, Spice and Cap will be out there also. Are they starting near the time
May
you are?
6th.
Okay.
Yeah, so I
Awesome.
should run into them. I imagine they'll be moving slowly because they pick up everyone's trash.
Now, what are you planning differently for, like, how the PCT will be different compared to the AT?
I am going, so a little bit of a different setup for the desert. Dropping some clothes, picking up a sun umbrella, desert
Okay.
shirt. I'll do cold food only for the desert,
Yeah.
and then I'll pick up a stove for
Okay.
the Great Sierra.
Just to kind of offset the weight of carrying more water? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
so
I've not looked into it but a whole lot, but next
Yeah.
year I'd like to.
So I'll have a 7-liter capacity for water.
Wow.
So, and that's so much water weight.
I know. I know. 2.2 pounds per. Wait, is it?
Yeah, 2.2 per liter.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's intimidating.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, well, I only need pretty much a liter. I'll
Yeah.
carry 2, and then I'll just carry a liter.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, I'm stoked.
So, what has been like, as gear-wise that you have now that you like wouldn't want to be without? I mean, I know there are several things, obviously water filter and whatever, but what's something that you like a lot that you
So,
have?
I wasn't a listen to podcasts, music kind of guy at the beginning of the trail. And then at some point you kind of just get tired of talking to people.
Yes.
So one of my luxury items is definitely a 10,000 milliamp battery, external battery.
Nice.
Other than that, not too much. Avocados. I
Yeah.
always pack avocados.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like avocados are my trail luxury
And not
item.
sick of them. And what's one food thing that you cannot stand to
I'll
like
never do oatmeal again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Last year I dehydrated all my own food, so it was like luxury eating on the trail.
Yes,
It was
yeah.
so nice.
I did a lot of vegetables to start with, and then
Yeah.
I got tired of picking up like the packages along the way. You know, it's kind of a hassle, like telling people where to go and all that.
Yeah, it got to the point where I just stopped. The people sending me a resupply was just like, stop. I'm gonna go eat ramen or something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm done
No
with
more
the
trail
other
mix.
stuff. Yeah,
Please don't send me trail mix.
I'm done with the stuff I prepared for
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah. I
So.
gotcha. Awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And good luck.
definitely.
I'm so
Thank
excited
you.
for
Thank
you.
you.
I'm gonna follow along.
What was your YouTube?
It's Homemade Wanderlust. All right. So where are y'all from?
We are from Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
Charlotte specifically.
Awesome. And what made y'all decide to hike the Appalachian Trail? The $1 million question, right?
We longed for adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we found ourselves at a place in our lives we didn't have commitments in both of our jobs.
No
Said-
kids, no debt, freedom.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Let's
So
do
we
it.
just took the opportunity to head out and know that we'll have jobs when we come back and
Exactly.
supportive family and friends.
That's awesome. Yeah. I think a good support system is good, even if they think you're crazy.
Yeah.
Did people think you were crazy?
Yeah, a
Well,
lot
like,
of people thought we were
Her
crazy.
father, who's like way more uptight than my parents, he was all cool with it. But my parents, I didn't talk to them for about 2 weeks after we told them because they freaked out.
Just had to let them have some time to get
Yeah,
it.
to process it.
Yeah. So what's been the hardest thing about it so far?
It's been pretty easy.
Yeah.
Finding a tree to hang a bear line, sometimes that's pretty difficult.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, we get through it. You know, the
Yeah.
uphills, they only last for so long.
Yeah.
The
So
downhills hurt.
the downhills hurt, but eventually you go up another hill. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Not that
definitely
bad.
Yeah.
it's not as bad.
The
So-
weather's been perfect this year.
Yeah, we've
I
lucked
feel-
out.
And what date did y'all start?
Class of 2015, I feel sorry for you guys.
What?
Because 2015 had horrible weather.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. Yeah. It was.
We started on the 4th, and we live in South
March.
Florida where it's flat. We live 12 feet above sea level, and we live way in from the coast. And so there's nowhere to train. So we started without training, and we started by doing 8-mile days the first week, 10-mile the next week, 12 miles a week after that. Now we're opening up. doing
So
whatever.
exactly. So do you think like anybody could pretty much like if this is something they wanted to do, like do they really need to train for it ahead of time or?
Depends on how old you are. If you're over the age of 40, I would probably say do a little bit of training.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing is keep your body weight down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, some people I've seen, 250-pound guys brag about their 20-pound pack, and I'm
Yeah.
like, if you would have just lost 40 pounds, you could have carried a 60-pound pack.
Yeah.
The same.
And what are y'all's names?
I lost a bunch of weight too, so I can't
My
complain.
You
trail
will lose
name-
more.
My
Yeah.
trail name is Buckles.
And mine is Lego. I'm also known as Dirty D.
Yeah, because you put rocks in people's packs. I
And
hear.
people say that's treating them dirty, but I think it's funny.
Okay. And y'all are gonna have a YouTube channel, so if people wanna
Yeah.
watch
Yeah.
you this year, and it's gonna be called.
Happy Trails, The Adventures of David and Jacqueline. And you can Facebook us. That's the best way to find where we're
Okay.
at right now is Facebook, Happy Trails, The Adventures of David and Jacqueline.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we've kept that up, and then we're going to start sending them next week or so. We'll send our video cards back to get it on
Awesome.
YouTube.
Awesome. So folks can watch.
Yeah, so follow
Class
us
of
to see.
2016.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'm so excited for
Yeah,
y'all.
we are too.
We're totally
Yeah.
pumped.
Awesome.
Cool.
Cool.
All right. So who's the through hiker here?
He's the through hiker.
Okay. And when did you start?
Yesterday.
Okay. And you're here for moral support, correct?
Here for moral support.
All right. So how do y'all know each other?
We met in 2008 on my through hike.
Yeah.
Just
My attempted through hike.
interrupted through.
Interrupted. All right. Delayed
Yeah,
hike.
so we got to Standing Bear Farm and I got sick and had to go home. So now 8 years later I'm back.
How does it feel?
Feels good.
Yeah.
Start at Standing Bear Farm and when I get to Katahdin then I'll come back and flip flop and go south.
Go south. Okay. All right. Well, if you need some trail magic in Georgia, let me know. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm not too far from there. So.
All right.
Yeah. How long do you estimate that it'll take you, or do you have?
I'm not gonna get in a hurry.
Good,
I got
you don't
all
have
the
to,
time I
right?
need. I'm retired, so
Exactly.
I'm not. I'm gonna take it the fun side of hiking.
Yeah.
But he plans on getting to partnership shelter in 23 days.
Yeah.
When I want to get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to
Awesome.
be there in 23
I
days.
have to hit it on a weekend so my wife can come and get me.
Perfect. And what are y'all's names?
Pop top.
And Blues Traveler.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So how's trail magic? How do y'all?
It was
enjoy
great.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Except now we're carrying more food out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's
Hey.
the thing. You eat their food, and you still have all the pasta sides and or rice sides and all that
Yeah.
still in your
So,
pack.
We'll eat
But-
twice as much tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
I figure I'll be doing less resupply in Hot Springs.
And
Yeah,
how many
that
miles do y'all plan to do today?
Well, 10. We're just.
Since it's our second day, we're not going to.
No,
we
don't,
actually did 10
yeah.
yesterday, and we'd only planned on doing 7. So we'll
Yeah.
see what happens. We get up there, we may want to keep going, but we don't want to
I
get to
don't
Hot
think
Springs
so.
till Monday morning. So we got to.
Oh yeah. So yeah. And what would you say to anybody that has, like, that is nervous about starting a through hike, or that maybe has and then ended up going home, or?
Well, it's normal to be nervous and apprehensive, and you just have to hang in there. The first few days are going to be weird, and then after that, you'll get into it.
Yeah.
And start easy.
Yeah.
Start
Don't
easy.
overdo it in the beginning.
And
You'll
listen to
get
your
hiker
body,
legs
right?
And you
Yeah.
start getting
Yeah.
the miles in as you go.
Yeah, and do it before you're 60 if you can.
I don't know. There was a lady who was 72 that was hiking with her daughter last year, and
Yeah.
they did the whole thing.
I
They
can't
did the whole
imagine doing it 10 years from now,
Yeah.
but
You-
I did it 8 years ago, and I'm feeling a little different.
it's different.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, thank y'all
All
very
right,
much.
thank you.
So, what is your name,
Champa.
and what made you decide to hike that Appalachian Trail?
Just wanted to do it for a long time. I love the mountains, and figured I'd go walking them for a few months.
And had you ever been on an overnight
I
backpacking
had
trip?
not, never.
So, do you think that people have to do that and prepare for weeks ahead of time and whatever, or like they can kind of just figure
I
it out?
mean, I think just like anything else, it's if you put your mind to it, that's it.
Yeah.
You decide to do it, and that's what it is.
Yeah. So, how, like, do you remember when you decided, like, this is about to happen? Like, I'm about to hike the Appalachian Trail.
It was probably a little bit before Christmas, like a month before Christmas.
Yeah.
A buddy of mine had brought it up, and I started, I told him that I wanted to do it for a while, and he said, well, why don't we do it? Well, I got a job, I got a house, I got this, and it just hit me. I'm always going to have these things. So
Yeah.
let's
Until
just
you
do it.
decide, like, this is time. Like, yeah, that's, I think what people are under the impression that, like, there's some opportunity that just knocks on the door and is, like, handed to you, but you really have to kind of go take it.
You got to make it. You got to make it happen, or else it's not gonna manifest.
It's like
itself.
someday, and then
Yeah.
you just have to go, no, right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So what after this?
Buy an old van, rip out the back, put a bed in it, and just drive around the country, and
That's awesome.
yeah, try to work at some farms along the way, hopefully,
Yeah,
and just live.
that's very cool. So what would be your advice to anyone that's, like, thinking about hiking?
Don't think about it, just do it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so what is your name?
Cactus.
Cactus, and where are you from?
I'm from the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
And what in the world made you act like a crazy person to come out in the woods for 6 months?
Well, I've studied it for a number of years and watched videos. Matter of fact, I watched your video last year and was very excited about it, and just retired, and I thought, what a challenge.
Yeah.
I get in shape, see the eastern side of the United States, which I have not seen, and it's been fantastic.
So what state are you looking forward to the most? Or do you have one? Or?
Well, probably the far northeast Maine. I've always wanted to go up there, and you always hear about fall colors. Of course, we won't be there then, but I guess Maine. Plus, that's the last state.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
got it
The
right
grand
then.
finale,
I
yeah.
know.
Well, it kind of feels like when you cross the state line, you're like, yay, it's the end, and then you have, like, what, 200 and something miles left, but
Yeah,
but
but
it's beautiful.
It's
beautiful.
been as beautiful as I thought it'd be, and it's tough.
Yeah.
It's really a challenge.
Is it? So what's been your, like, the hardest part for you?
Well, probably that first state, Georgia, just getting in shape. I bet I've already lost 15 pounds. And you can, I'm a flatlander in Texas, and you can get out and try to get ready for it, but you can't be prepared.
And that's what I tell everybody, like, there's really no training. I mean, you can practice with your gear, I guess, but other than that, it's like you kind of train like as you're starting.
Right.
It's just you get in shape for it. Because unless you hike every day for so many miles, like there's no training for it. But,
right. And you learn, and you got to take it easy at the beginning.
Yeah. Listen to your body. Yeah.
It'll hurt you quick.
And so, what's been your favorite part?
The friends, the people that I've met, going into the towns or just the hostels and sitting around the fireplace. Sitting around the fireplace is it.
Yeah, yes.
Beat.
It's hiker TV,
It
right?
is. Everybody's beat. They're sitting there and they're just talking, and it's all the same thing. It doesn't matter what you did, where you came from. It's all the same.
And what's one piece of gear that you don't really want to do without?
The piece of gear I don't want to do without, huh?
I mean, I know there are a lot of us.
Well, I've changed gear twice already. I changed. I had alcohol stove coming out because I was afraid you couldn't get the canisters from restuff. The canisters are everywhere.
They're everywhere.
I switched to a pocket rocket.
Okay, that's
like
what
that.
I love.
Yeah, and it's actually ended up being lighter because I had gone ultra light on the alcohol stove.
Gotcha.
And it just takes so much longer and all that. So I love my pocket rocket.
And you
now,
can control like full blast or simmer.
Yeah,
or whatever.
it's boom, it's done.
Yeah.
And then I changed out my sleeping pad. I got a thicker sleeping pad.
Okay.
Don't save money on sleeping pads.
I agree. I finally gave up in New Jersey on mine and got a blow up one.
Unfortunately, there was a guy, and I'll give him kudos because he had to get off. He has 2-year-old bugs and heartstrings.
Oh.
And but he was getting rid of it. I said, "Oh, you happen to have a sleeping pad?"
Yeah.
So I bought his sleeping pad for
perfect.
discount hiker rate.
It's kind of funny how things work out like that.
And it's made a big difference in my sleeping. And if you can't get rest, you can't hike the next day. You just beat already. So you have to get some good rest. And then listen to your body. When you need to take a zero, take a zero.
Yeah. So a lot of people who are like, oh, by the time I retire, I'll be too old or whatever. And that just an excuse.
It is.
I feel like everyone out here is either pretty much 25 and younger or 50 and older.
Right.
For the most part.
For the most part. They are. They're either kids just coming out of college or something and want to do it before they start their careers, or somebody that start, finishing their career up and getting out. Now, sometimes there's people in between that are
like
switching,
me.
Switching careers or something like that.
Yeah.
But, other than that,
so there's no excuse. If you want to do it, you can make it happen.
No, you can do it, but just prepare the best you can. Get on stair steppers or do something.
Yeah.
And then take it easy when you get out here. Enjoy it. It's beautiful.
That's right. Well, good luck.
Thank you, Dixie.
I'm so excited for you.
I am too. I'm just great.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you too.
Yeah. Well, good luck. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So, what is your name?
My name's Applejack. I'm from Pennsylvania.
All right. And when did you start?
February 28th.
All right.
And Applejack was my brother's nickname. He
Aww.
passed away the first Saturday on the trail.
Aww.
And some of his remains are in there, and his wife asked me if I'd take him along with me. So.
And of course, you gladly, right there with you.
Right here, every step of the way.
That's pretty neat. So, what's been the hardest part of the trail for you?
Being away from my grandchildren.
Oh, I bet they're gonna be so proud of you though, and think of the example that you're setting for them. So, you sending them postcards and stuff?
No, I do videos and upload.
Oh yeah, that's even better.
Is this gonna end?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're great, and
that's awesome. That's awesome.
The hills are hard, but.
Well, so you'll be hiking towards Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's perfect. So then you can.
And there's going to be a service for him in May.
Okay.
So I'll get off again in May.
Yeah. So.
But the hard part, hey, you got to do it. You got to put up with it, and you got to do it. One foot in front of the other, and every step is a step closer to Kata.
It is, exactly. So, what's your favorite thing to eat?
Salami.
Salami, yeah.
Oh my God, salami.
And is there anything that you're sick of yet?
Nor pasta sauce.
Yes.
Nor pasta sauce.
The pasta or the rice, or both?
Both.
Yeah,
the rice, I don't eat them anymore. They're inedible.
Even the smell of them makes me sick.
And the pastas are bad. Now, I got some. I'm going to have my first one tonight. It's called Sporkables. You ever hear of them?
No.
Some lady, her son hiked, and she did his food, and now she has a little internet company.
Huh.
So I'm going to try them for the first time tonight.
Yeah.
I'm real anxious to try that, because I heard a lot of good things about sporkables.com.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. And so about how many miles a day are you doing right now?
Doing 13 today. It's time to start upping the miles.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
The terrain is.
Well,
certainly-
it's kind of like listening to your body, right? I mean,
Yeah.
like what you feel. And
I only did 7 yesterday, but so
yeah,
I'm doing 13
those
today.
days happen though.
And I'll get there at 4 o'clock, and then I'll see how I feel, and maybe I'll eat supper and push on a few.
Keep
more
going.
miles.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, awesome. So, what would you say to anybody thinking about hiking?
Do it.
Appalachian?
Just do it.
Yep. Yep. It's
Absolutely.
worth it, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Yeah.
And the people, the people you meet are crazy.
Yeah.
And there's no creeps.
They're alive.
the
Exactly. It's
creep.
not scary.
I'm the creep out here.
It's not scary at all, is it?
No, no way.
Yeah. Awesome.
Well, the bears aren't going to eat you.
No.
They're not out here to eat you. They're just out here.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Well, thank you very much.
No, it's
I
my
appreciate it.
pleasure. It's great.
All right. So, what are y'all's names?
Oh, it's just a video. Mountain goat.
So this is Girl Mountain Goat. So I'm gonna have to show last year's Mountain Goat this Mountain Goat. Oh my gosh, you were speaking his language. He did that all the time.
We bob all the mountains.
Yeah.
It's missing. It's like bah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
find her.
Yeah.
That goes around.
Thanks, sir. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. Good luck. All right. So
I'm Finch.
Finch.
In my shadow.
Okay. And your name?
Orion.
Orion. Okay. And when did y'all start?
On the 8th. March 8th.
March
On
8th.
Springer, but we did the approach. We did the approach on the 7th. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And where is everybody from?
Australia, Germany, South Dakota.
California.
Awesome. And so y'all just all became friends here
Yeah.
on the trail. Okay. And
Now
the,
we're a family.
yes. And the
So
two.
much love.
Yes.
Too much love.
So, what's been your favorite thing so far?
Well, sitting close to Rocky Top in the Smokies.
We spent 3 hours on
Yeah.
Rocky Top.
We're
Wow.
like sitting laying there,
Almost
doing
laying absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
They were like
I made
10
like
hikers.
a liter of tea.
Oh, that's awesome. Those are the best memories. Like you'll always
Set the
remember
Rocky
that.
Top on fire though.
I was involved in the tea. Oh yeah, you did. My favorite part was when Mountain Goat ate the mouse.
Yes, Mountain Goat apparently ate mouse poop, thinking that it was extra hot chocolate. Yeah.
Population fiber.
How did it taste?
Like poo.
Awesome. Okay, and so what state are y'all looking forward to the most? Maine. That's a good answer.
I like the mossy ones. So far, I've liked the mossy.
Yes, I do too. Like when it's like going up the trees and
Yeah.
stuff. So Vermont has a lot of that. You'll like.
Looking forward to the one.
Yes. And so I know y'all haven't been through a lot, but which has been your favorite of the ones you've been through at this point?
Favorite state.
Yeah.
North Carolina.
I think we just stay the Smokies.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Like,
the
we've
Smokies.
been just, it's been.
It's
It's
like
like
so
as soon
beautiful.
as we hit North Carolina, it's like they knew what switchbacks were.
Yeah. Yes.
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 Switch
Yeah.
back again.
So what made y'all decide to hike the AT?
I watched your videos.
Awesome.
No, I mean,
You wanted to anyway, otherwise you'd
Yeah,
never linked it
yeah.
up. Yeah. Yeah. And what about the two of y'all?
such a deep question.
It is.
I did like a month hike in Australia, and then when I got back, I was like, oh, I just want to do a longer one.
Yeah.
This is longer.
You're like more. Yeah, this is quite longer.
I know. I read Wild about 2 years ago in my book club, and that just like stuck with me. And then unhappy in my job, so I was like, I'll just quit that. And I'll start on
I
the
feel like
trail.
that triggers it a lot of times. Like people already think about it and then they have a terrible job and they're like, never mind. With this life, I'm going on to hike the AT. And how about you? What made you decide?
Just baggage I need to walk off.
Perfect. Well, this is a great place and a lot of miles to get rid of it. So, well, that's awesome. Well, congratulations to y'all. I'm so excited. Yeah, and y'all send updates. And you said you have a blog. Would you like to share what that is so folks can follow you?
Sure. It's a bit tricky. I can spell it.
Yes, spell it.
So it's KATRINHUESKEN.tumblr. TUMBLR.com.
Okay, awesome. And that way folks can look you up and follow
Exactly. You
along.
can look it up. Or you find me also with just like Katrine Husken
Okay.
on Instagram.
Okay.
I'll upload there as well.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank y'all. And what would you say to anybody who's thinking about hiking the Appalachian Trail but is like, I don't know, it might be scary or dangerous, especially for girls that are like, oh,
Just get
right?
out there.
So all three of these ladies started
There
alone.
are so many hiking forums. We met through a hiker forum, so there's always a way to find somebody to start out with.
Exactly.
And if if it works out or not, you can always find people on the trail.
And there's so many people on the trail.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
so many.
And so helpful.
And there's girls.
And do you regret it yet? Do you regret anything about it yet?
No.
Other than the mouse
Other
poop.
than the mouse poop?
Other than the mouse poop, no.
Yeah. No, that's pretty good.
It's a great story though.
I regret my boot choice. I've already
Oh,
swapped.
Oh, okay. So no boots.
No boots.
And what do you have now?
My camp shoes.
Oh.
They're-
But they are good hiking.
Yeah.
What brand are they?
Land and Sea.
Are they behind you?
Okay.
Land and Sea Sports.
Awesome. But they're lightweight and they.
Yeah. And they have holes in the bottom, so
Yeah.
you know
So they.
about what you're stepping on.
Yep. Yep. But they dry fast probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, thank y'all very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I am here at Amicalola State Park, and I am about to hike the approach trail. Just weighed my pack in and signed the register, so I'm off.